Hello. The issue that I'll be talking about today that I use appreciative inquiry to work on was how to leave work on time. Recently, I've been allowed to leave work at midnight, but have not been able to finish my work until around 2 a.m. just because it's busy season. I decided to work on this issue with my alternate, Crystal, so she works the same shift as me, but just every night that I don't work. And she's also been experiencing the issue of getting out of work on time. So, taking from what I learned from the Operation ASHA with the tuberculosis, I really liked how they had an issue, and instead of thinking like, oh, this is how it's always going to be, this is just set in stone, they really were like, no, let's think about what caused this issue, what are the roots of it, and take the time to work on solutions. So when me and Crystal talked about it, we found two main things that were really holding us back. So the first one was we have a 10 o'clock and an 11 o'clock outing. But in order to completely complete the 10 o'clock one, it takes about an hour and 45 minutes. So we wanted to figure out if it was better for us to do half the 10 o'clock, then do the 11, and then finish the 10 o'clock after, or just do the whole 10 o'clock and start the 11 o'clock late. The other thing that we wanted to experiment with was the crib dogs. Usually we take care of them last, but I wanted to see if it would make things quicker to take care of them at 11 during the 11 o'clock outing. So I decided for 3 nights in a row, I would just switch up the order that I was completing my tasks and see how that affected the times that I got out at. So for my first night, where I did the whole 10 o'clock outing, then the 11 o'clock outing, and the crib dogs at the end of the night, I got out around 1:30. So I mean, that's fine. The second night, I did split the 10 o'clock in half with doing the 11 o'clock in the middle and the crib dogs last, and I got out at 1:50. So clearly splitting the 10 o'clock is not time efficient. And then for the last night, where I didn't split the 10 o'clock and I did the crib dogs during the 11 o'clock outing, I was actually able to finish at 1:05. So clearly this is the most ideal and efficient way to do it. This actually really surprised me just because I hadn't really thought of doing the crib dogs early. But when I realized if I'm leaving at midnight, the last time they're going to be taken care of is at 11. So it's okay to do them at 11. Yes, thank you. And it really is what worked. So, I mean, this was really insightful for me, just kind of reaffirming, thinking outside of the box, trying new things, not settling for how an issue is, not settling that things need to be hard, always looking for ways to improve and putting in the time to make things better. I hope to use appreciative inquiry to make my house a little cleaner. I want to have some positive conversations with my partner about times when the house was cleaner and the situations surrounding it and how we can kind of implement that again. And overall, I just want to use appreciative inquiry to become a more creative problem solver and, just ready to kind of solve problems and make things more efficient. Thank you.